Alright. What's up, guys? Super exciting video today. We have a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to try and rip through it as quick as I can because there's a lot of stuff that's going to be coming in that I've ordered in. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. I'm going to save for a separate video. So I have a big box, which it's not this box specifically, but there's a lot of packages in here. So I'm going to be going over these packages that are in here. Put that down. And then this package specifically is from the same people that I've bought all of my base set unlimited booster packs from. So I'm going to be doing a separate video, probably saving that for later tonight as it's really special to me and I want to separate it. I'll be doing that later tonight to weigh out packs and see if we got a heavy booster pack out of this box. They also said they would be sending me the original booster box that all the packs came out of. Maybe the wrapper is in there too. I don't know, but I think that that's what's in here because it's a larger box. Thank you so much, Dave. Enjoy. Keep a lookout for that next video. I am confident that we'll be able to do it tonight, but we may just end with this video. It's a lot of content. So recently I had kind of like a Pokemon epiphany. I had realized what I really wanted, what one of my bigger goals was, what it would always be. You know, I haven't been adamant on wanting first edition cards because the stamps can be faked. But I just, I figure, you know what? I know PSA is not going to know for a fact that some of the cards that come in with first edition stamps are authorized, but for the most part, a lot of the cards are going to get through, are going to be legitimate cards. The only cards that I worry about are more like Blastoise first edition, Venusaur first edition, and Charizard, especially in first edition, is a card that gets counterfeited a lot. So that's what I'd be worrying about. But I decided to do something that I was kind of, fearful, that seems like a really daunting task, mainly because there's just so many cards. But I thought about it, and comparable to finishing these other master sets, it's not that hard to complete a master set of the original first edition Pokemon Shadowless first edition base set. So I thought, okay, there's 102 cards. What if I just get a couple at a time? And then I realized that I could find deals on them and get them graded, and I decided, guys, that I was going to build my very own, which will be I think a very good investment down the road, first edition entire base set. The only cards that I'm looking at that I haven't gotten my hands on yet are the first edition big three, Blastoise, Venusaur, and Charizard. And I'm not too worried about finding them. I can find them. I just want to find them for the right price. So, without further ado, I got a Case Maddox, and you can pick these up off of Amazon. I got this beautiful Case Maddox flood-proof case, which has foam inside of it. This is a heavy-duty case. It's actually really, really heavy. This will be to hold all of my first edition base set Shadowless slabs that are graded. I decided to go with PSA. My reason for going with the PSA slabs, even though I really don't care that they're graded all that much, is just the cards are protected and they're in hard cases. And I paid a premium for that, and a premium to know that there's a market price associated with my graded cards. That being said, I knew that it was going to be easiest to get the PSA cards because there's more of them out there. There's SGC and CGC, SGC, CGC. There's BGS Beckett. What was that? Joy. Okay. We've got my daughter Aspen might coo. She might make some noises. We've got my wife and my daughter in here with us because we're making this video, and we don't have a lot of time. Anyways, without further ado, I'm gonna get to it because I'm wasting time right now. But I wanted to talk about this Case Maddox real quick. It's a really beautiful case. It's perfect for holding all your graded cards. So let's go ahead and get into it. Guys, please don't do that. Cleo, don't do that. Their bark when you have the headset on is just like... Okay, so we got the first one. We're going to have a lot of trash, I imagine. Also have to make sure that Callie doesn't grab the trash. Wow, this person triple packaged this. Oh. It's going to be difficult getting through all of these. That's why I just decided let's just do a ton of them at the same time. Okay, first things first, we got Card and All Gaming. We have one of the least special cards to me, honestly, other than the fact that there aren't a lot of these floating around anymore, is that one of the derpiest Pokemon ever from the original base set. We've got a Magikarp. PSA 9 first edition. This card is so anticlimactic for me, and this was not a cheap card. This is easily, I think it was $100 card, maybe a little bit more. Now what's special about this one is that it is a graded PSA 9. There are not a lot of these around, and just so y'all can see that first edition stamp right there. I don't have my glasses. I'm not sure how well the video is picking up. I'm sure it'll pick up well. It's an iPhone 13. Okay, moving on. Cannot waste time here. 6 minutes? Okay. And I will be reusing all this packaging for my own business. Actually, okay, I just wanted to make sure that that was empty. Whew, I am fumbling the package. People are going through so much effort to package these. I can't even believe it. Now, this one is exciting. This is one of the more exciting cards out of the 102 base set first editions. This is a mint condition PSA 9 Electabuzz first edition. This card is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, we're going to have to keep it going. Definitely really excited to have that one. Okay, and I did get some of these PSA cards from big names. Z&G Emporium is a big name on eBay, also a YouTuber. I got some slabs from him. I'm really happy to get some slabs from some of these bigger names because they're kind of people that I idolize, and so I'm happy to support them and happy they can support me in this goal. Also, TCA Gaming. Big shout out to TCA Gaming and Z&G Emporium. Mainly TCA Gaming because I got a lot of slabs from him, and thank you, Russ. Maybe one day you'll actually be watching these videos. They've all responded to comments that I've made, which is really cool because I know there's not a lot of time for them to do that. Okay, so we have an interesting one here. It's one of the derpier cards, and I'm eager to see what the grade is on this card. It is a Psychic type. It is a PSA 8. Oh my god. Okay, well, of course, it is a PSA 8 regular shadowless card. And I doubt that was a mistake they made. I'll have to go look into that. I probably just accidentally ordered a regular shadowless Abra. That's kind of a cool card, but also is not something I would have ever ordered other than wanting the first edition. So I'm going to keep going. Hopefully that doesn't happen too much. I'm pretty sure all the cards I ordered were first edition. That really sucks because that's basically wasted money. That is a card that I did not want, so I will probably be... I mean, unless I chase after the entire Shadowless set. I mean, that's one reason I could have that card for the future, but I doubt it. Alright, okay, so we've got a couple things here. We've got some kind of gift. It seems like some kind of gift. Okay. It's kind of hard to get these out. Let's go ahead and get these out. Okay, so I got a little gift here from this seller. It is a Evolutions Poliwrath. That's always a nice gift. A Roserade. a Japanese Urshifu VMAX, which is kind of a nice touch. I don't have this card yet, I don't think. An Elekid from Neo Genesis, which I will actually put in my Neo Genesis pile. And a Politoed, which I have one of these already, but still a nice card. Anyways, okay, we're going to keep going. What are these cards right here? I don't have a lot of time to do all this, so if I didn't shout you out, and I said that I would, be sure to comment on the video. Okay, so beautiful. So we got this. I pretty much know who this seller is. They reached out to me. I can't remember their name off the top of my head, but thank you so much. Pretty sure they subscribed too. This is a mint condition PSA 9 Farfetch'd. I'm glad to see that it has that first edition stamp. So far, we only have 3 of the 102 Pokemon. I'm really bummed out about this Abra because now I have to backtrack. Okay, moving on. Okay, and we're 11 minutes in. I'm feeling a little sweaty. I'm mostly just annoyed that I have to backtrack for that Abra. Like, what the heck? Got a little note here. Hope you're satisfied with the buy enough to leave positive feedback. I post new listings multiple times. Okay. Okay, so next up we have a PSA 8, and this was a really hard card. I recently completed a base set, and we're working out selling it now. But one of the hardest cards that I was able to find was a Porygon. So it's really nice to have this PSA 8 first edition Porygon. It's a beautiful example for a card. 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 cards. 4 cards out of the 102 set. A lot more are going to be coming. It's definitely going to be an interesting week. All right, so Russell Oakley. I do believe this is from TCA Gaming. Yep, guys, this is the one. So this is from TCA Gaming, another big YouTuber. I'm actually going to keep this box because it's kind of like connecting with the bigger names. Is something that I value. Sorry, that was kind of loud. All right, now I got a couple slabs from TCA Gaming. Go ahead and get into these. Okay. So, first and foremost, thank you so much, Russ. I'm really happy to have gotten these. They are all first edition slabs. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so first in line, and they're beautifully packaged. He packaged his cards amazing, airtight with a seal around the actual PSA graded slab. We have the first one up is a PSA 8 first edition Defender. Now these trainer cards are really hard to find sometimes, especially in the higher grades. A lot of them have been used up, thrown away. So we've got a PSA 8 Defender. I think we're about to be 1/10 of the way through after this shipment. We've got a PSA 9 Mint Weedle. Weedle is not one of the cards that you go crazy about, but it's important in terms of completing the set. We have a PSA 8 Poliwrath. We have a PSA 8 Sandshrew. This is one of my favorite fighting type Pokemon. I love Sandshrew. That is in a first edition. We have a PSA 8 Nidorino in first edition. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. Okay, we are getting there. Guys. I really like this card specifically. It is a PSA 8 first edition Raticate. So now we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. we have 10. So we have a 10th of the entire first edition base set collected. This would have made 11 if it was the right card. I'm really wondering, did I actually make a mistake and get a normal shadowless card, an Abra, you know, for the I think it was like $30 maybe, or $25 or something, you know, something negligible, but still, I probably jumped the gun because the prices were so high otherwise. Okay. Here we have one of the more exciting cards. It is one of the rares. It is one of the non-holo rares. We have a Mint 9 Dugtrio. You know, the ground type Pokemon, kind of like a hedgehog type deal. So we have a Mint 9. So we're getting there. This stack is getting pretty high up now. I can start putting those in the briefcase. And then I'm trying to look around. And I think that's going to be it for this video. I have one more thing I'm going to open up, and this is actually a theme deck. This one right here is actually a theme deck. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. So I picked this theme deck up because I had opened 2 of them, and I just decided if I get another one, I'm going to keep it sealed, just so that I can say I finally have a sealed one. Definitely nothing crazy, except for the fact that it might be a shadowless deck. Okay. Cards are getting all wacky over here. I mean, they packaged it really well. I hope that it's in a plastic bag or something, because we don't want paper rubbing against the cellophane. But I have a feeling that it's going to be paper against the cellophane. There is so much wrapping on this. Okay, so luckily they did saran wrap it, which is really ideal because you're putting a plastic collectible thing. Please tell me you did not put a post-it note on this deck. Please tell me that's not a post-it note sitting on the deck. Oh my god, of all the things, and they put a post-it note on the deck. Why would you do that to such a nice condition item? Okay, so now for inspecting. Everything looks good. Everything looks like it checks out. It has... Oh man, and the deck is in the top of the box, which means this has a likely chance... Okay. Whew. This is a box that has a likely chance of being shadowless. You've got the Pikachu in front of the energies. You've got the damage counters there. It says 10 damage counters. Everything here looks really, really good. The box has some like wrinkles on it or something, but you can tell this thing has never been opened. I'm going to immediately, I had a display case here for this deck. I've been wanting one of these so badly since I opened them. And the crazy part is this could have a Mint 9, Mint 10 Mewtwo inside of it. But doesn't matter. We're going to seal it up. My wife told me not to open it the first time, and I did. There's just a little something right there. Okay, that back in there. All right, guys. So that's a wrap. We're gonna close this video up. It was a good call. We had a lot of awesome PSA graded cards, which I'm gonna put into my holder now. I'm gonna have to backtrack and figure out who I got this from, and I'm not even gonna return it because I probably ordered it forgetting that it wasn't a first edition. I really hope that doesn't happen, and I don't think it'll happen too much, but I need to go ahead and figure out if I can find a PSA 8 Abra. Anyways, guys, we're gonna get this entire first edition set. Just stay tuned. All right, guys. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed the video.